Today before the top two scoring teams race in a winner-takes-all match race. Who will raise the inaugural Neom America's Cup Preliminary Regatta Jeddah Trophy? Let's see if we can help you out.
Clinical, calm and fast. Emirates Team New Zealand have been the full package here. And from the get-go, we've known they mean business in Jeddah. The Kiwi outfit have won 4 races so far and will be driven to seal the win today. The only team to rattle the Kiwis has been Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli. The surprise drivers for this event have been the Olympic champion Regatta Jeddah and 19-year-old talent Marco Pradoni. Much is at stake today. Let's see how the youngsters' impressive composure holds up when the heat is on.
Alinghi Red Bull Racing stepping now into the foiling era of America's Cup racing with a new look team here in Jeddah. With consistent results thus far, with 4 podium finishes out of 6 races, they will be looking to stamp their return to the battleground with a victory here and are currently a real chance of making the match race final.
Round up. You can go small function. Yes, go small function. Gun, guys. Yeah, 2, 1, more down. And 2, 1, slowly going. More down, follow me with the sails. Okay, turning.
France penalty clear.
Clear on France.
So, Paul, sum up the regatta from your point of view.
Oh, it's been very frustrating. We came here wanting to do a lot better than we have done, and the first day really was a bit of a kick in the teeth. But it was a good learning experience how we deal with it as a team. It's the first time we've really been under any pressure, or we've only sailed once together as a sailing team and we won. So to come and basically have our teeth kicked in and see how we sort ourselves out and come back from that was a good learning experience.
Do you think there was an element of coming to this thinking, well, did you put much effort and preparation into this, or were you hoping that because the first regatta had gone well, this one would as well?
We put a lot of preparation into the first regatta, is obviously a key goal, but then since then we've been really focused on the 75, designing the 75. We've sailed that for the last month and haven't sailed the 40, so the kind of mindset shifted a little bit more to the development, and I think we paid a little bit for that this week.
So let's look ahead. What's going to happen between now and the America's Cup?
We got a lot of work to do finishing off on the 75. A lot of sailing in that when we get back to Barcelona, and then we'll switch the focus a little bit to some more race practice in 2 AC40s. We've got a really strong sailing squad, so we'll be able to beat ourselves up a little bit like we've been doing this week as in-house racing, and then obviously switch to the race boat and getting that dialed in, ready for the Cup.
Thanks very much. And what about today, the final day, a second and a third? So you kind of finished pretty well.
Yeah, a little bit better. No, yesterday I was actually a bit disappointed with a 2-3-4. I felt like we were in positions to have like a 1-1-2, I think, like if we didn't lose positions. But today it felt like we were sort of moving up the fleet instead of down. And even with an OCS and behind by a long way in the last race, we managed to get up to third and felt like we're actually coming at the boats ahead.
Okay, so you're obviously disappointed with the results because you're competitive. But if we look at the bigger picture, you're going to move into different boats for the America's Cup itself. So have you learnt anything here that will be useful going forwards?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Every day you're on the water, you're learning. And especially every day you're not doing too well, you're learning. But I think more importantly for our team, we're a young team. We've never sailed together, and we're kind of experiencing some of the highs and lows of sailing. We had the high of Villanova as a team who had never sailed together before. And here, especially after day one, that's about the worst day on the water I think I've ever had, and we had a big low. And then some mediocre days, some moderate days in the middle. So, I mean, that's kind of what you want. If we came here and cleaned up again, we would never know what it would be like as a team after a bad day of sailing and how you're going to react and all that. So we've sort of experienced a range of emotions as a team, and we've just got to learn from those experiences.